Her mouth to his ears.
That's right. And Scotty doesn't need my advice, that's for sure. Just when the cynics start clamoring for a major overhaul, the Sabres come up with one of those games where they do everything right. Tonight was one of those occasions. They dominated Chicago from start to finish, skating right out of the odd with a well-earned 7-2 victory. Game was scoreless for 10 minutes, but once the Sabres got going, goalie Murray Bannerman of the Hawks probably wished he hadn't showed up. Mal Davis put Buffalo on the board after a wild scramble. Brent Peterson and Craig Ramsey assisted. Mike Foligno made a perfect pass to Gilbert Perreault to set up goal number 2. Foligno's backhander went right on Captain Perreault's stick. The result, Gilbert's 24th goal of the season. Take it to the second period. Phil Housley makes a gorgeous move to beat Bannerman for his 13th, unassisted from an almost impossible angle. Troy Murray ruined Bob Sauve's shutout, but it only served to spur the Sabres on. Lindy Ruff quickly restored the 3-goal lead. Dave Fenves was credited with his first NHL goal when his slapper bounced past the beleaguered Bannerman. The fun continued when Ruff cranked up the big slap shot and beat the Chicago goalie when he fanned. Rick Sealing assisted. Paul Sear made it 7-1 on another perfect setup. John Tucker made the play from behind the net. The Hawks had a meaningless goal by Troy Murray in the final period, but it only served to make the final score 7-2 Sabres. Afterwards, we talked to Lindy Ruff in the happy dressing room.
And they defeat the Chicago Blackhawks.
It was a great game. A lot of players, got some input into the game, and I think it's good when you're on the road trip. Sometimes it's tough scoring goals on the road, and our defensive play of late has been good, but sometimes we haven't been scoring enough, and tonight was a game that might get some guys going.
It gives us a lot of confidence going on the road, and especially in a tough time in the schedule where it's coming right down to the end and 3 teams bunched up at the top. So we need all the games we can get, and I think this may help us on the road trip a bit.
Final again, Sabres 7 and Chicago 2. Buffalo now back.
From Brent Peterson and Craig Ramsey as everybody gathered in front of the net, and finally Davis jammed it in there, as you see, or fired it in at 10:05 to make it 1-0. And then Gilbert Perreault got his 24th. It came at 19:10 from Mike Foligno. This is Foligno skating in, making a nice effort there, and with the goalie down, Gilbert got his 24th easily, 2-0 end of the first. That was only the beginning of a rout. Phil Housley, a beautiful play here to get his 13th, beating Murray Bannerman 3-0. Bob Murray made it 3-1 on a power play, and then the Sabres went to work again. Lindy Ruff, number 6, to make it 4-1 from Gilbert Perreault. Then at 15:26, Dave Fenves scored his first. Craig Ramsey assisting on this goal, and it was a 5-1 hockey match. There you see the deflection by Fenves, and then at 16:19 of the second, Lindy Ruff came up with his second goal of the night and his 7th of the season on that slap shot to make it 6-1. Paul Sear got his 18th from John Tucker and Mal Davis coming up here on a power play to make it 7-1. Chicago added one more goal. The Sabres blew them away 7-2. And after the game, we got this comment from Phil Housley.
Well, I think we finally turned it around. I think the bounces are going our way, and those goals that are going off the shin pads and tip-ins and rebounds are going in.
You want to describe that goal tonight? I don't think anybody could really believe you put that one in there.
Well, I just sort of intercepted a pass, and I caught Doug Wilson standing still, and I just moved one way, and I came in, and I think Bannerman thought I was going to go to the left because there was so much room there, and I went to the right and slid it in. I haven't had a goal in a long time. It felt really good.